Oh, shit. Rudy Giuliani got to pay up, y'all. That's right. He may also got to pay millions after a Georgia judge issued a default judgment against him in a defamation suit. Judge Beryl Howell, in a 57-page ruling, ordered Donald Trump's attorney to pay nearly $133,000 in sanctions to these black women who he kept lying about voter fraud. She admonished Giuliani's failure to turn over the documents as, quote, willful discovery misconduct. Fulton County election workers Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss sued Giuliani in December 2021 for saying the pair helped commit supposed election fraud during the 2020 presidential election. Now, earlier this year, the court filing, he conceded that he knowingly made false statements against the two women, but argued his comments were constitutionally protected. What the hell is that? The judge said Giuliani has to pay the fines by September 20th, which will cover Freeman's and Moss's legal fees incurred while attempting to obtain financial documents and information related to Giuliani's Common Sense podcast. A trial will determine any damages in the case. And Scott, here's what's crazy. In her ruling, she laid out that the jury will get to hear him refusing to turn over the documents, that could impact, the judgment. Rudy may have to pay these sisters a whole lot of money. See what happened? And remember, Donald Trump still owes his ass $3 million in legal fees and won't even pay it.
Yeah. You know, we haven't gotten to the damages phase yet, but he's paying their legal fees already, and he's really handled this case in a very egregious manner.
Every day he paying the interest.
right. You know, but Roland, what I don't like about this case, and it really undergirds this whole race, conservative, Republican approach to undermining our democracy in this election. They did these two sisters because they thought they were expendable. That white supremacy and white privilege, he saw them as targets. They were poor, not poor, but they're working class black people just doing their jobs. They chose those two black women because they thought they were expendable and no one would care about them. The justice they would never get justice in Georgia because they were white men elected, Trump, Republican, MAGA, all of that. And this decision by the court that is going to continue to be bad for Rudolph Giuliani is showing us and telling him and Trump and others that these two black, hardworking women who were part of making democracy real at the state level, they were not expendable. You cannot just say these things and do these things. These people were threatened with violence. People drove through several states to go to their homes. They had to leave their homes. And so this is what real justice looks like for them, even if it's on the civil side. They're going to get justice on the criminal side, too, because a lot of people are going to go to jail, I predict. But this is the real justice for these two black women, and it's appropriate, and it's just good. It's a good decision and good results for her, and it's going to keep on giving them good results because of how they were victimized by Rudolph Giuliani and the Republicans.
Mustafa, I love Rudy Giuliani's attorney. This ain't right. Her ruling was too long. They literally said these are normally 2 to 3 pages. This was 57 pages. This was too long.
Oh, shit.
Mustafa, they literally complained that her ruling was too long.
Oh, no. I mean, I read it, so I heard what was going on there. You know, God don't like ugly. And you know, these types of things always end up getting addressed. You know, those sisters were walking in their purpose and their truth. Even though when they were attacked, you know, they were able to stay steadfast. And now folks are going to have to write some big checks because of all the things that those sisters had to go through and will continue to go through. So if folks are worrying about a 3 or 4 page, set of words that has been shared, that is nothing in comparison to what these sisters had to go through. So, if you want to act up, you're going to write a big check to pay for your acting.
The Lincoln Project put out this video here, which features some of the testimony from these sisters. Rebecca, I want to play this and get you to comment again. I mean, Donald Trump and Rudy Giuliani attacked these sisters vehemently. I mean, they trashed them. They put their names out there. They had to move. They were scared for their life. I mean, the hell that they went through for just working an election was shameful. Watch this video.
I could have never imagined the events that followed the presidential election 2020. I've lost my name and I've lost my reputation. I've lost my sense of security, all because a group of people, starting with number 45 and his ally, Rudy Giuliani, decided to scapegoat me and my daughter, Shay, to push their own lies about how the presidential election was stolen.
We had at least 18,000, that's on tape. We had them counted very painstakingly, 18,000 voters having to do with Ruby Freeman. She's a vote scammer, a professional vote scammer and hustler.
Around the week of January 6th, the FBI informed me that I needed to leave my home for safety. I can't believe this person has caused this much damage to me and my family. To have to leave my home, that I've lived there for 21 years. The President of the United States is supposed to represent every American, not to target one, but he targeted me, Lady Ruby, a small business owner, a mother, a proud American citizen who stand up to help Fulton County run an election in the middle of the pandemic.
Yo, Rebecca, take his ass, take everything.
Look, I don't know what Rudy's going to do. He's either going to have to go down to Magic City, jump on the stage, shake his moneymaker, get an OnlyFans, cut a deal, and sell a tell-all book. He's going to have to do something, because one thing that we do know, it appears that maybe Mr. Giuliani's money is a little bit tight, because didn't we see him go to a bail bondsman to actually post his bail the other week in Fulton County? So I don't know what that money is looking like for him. But bottom line, I'm so happy for Ruby. I'm so happy for Shay. My understanding is that there's other folks that could go after, including Donald Trump. I want them to get $1 million for each tear they shed, because what they went through just by doing their civic duty was unconscionable. And to even hear Trump call them professional vote stealers and hustlers, well, it turns out the professional vote stealer and hustler, it turns out it was probably Donald Trump in this situation.
Oh, absolutely. And so I want take everything. Now, y'all, he already lost a whole bunch of money when his wife divorced his ass. And so snatch all of it. All of it. I hope they hit him with $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 million judgment, because what they did to these black women was beyond egregious.